everyone, it's Jenny. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, what are you doing? Hit the subscribe button down below and let's go ahead and get started. We're back with another DIY, especially with Boho. You know my obsession with Boho right now. If you haven't noticed already, check out my other videos on my channel. Yeah, we've been on this streak of like Boho stuff, so I hope that you guys are excited because we're definitely here for it. So the first one is going to be a plant basket, you know, because
your plant needs a basket.
A plant basket. We're gonna make that. All the items in that is actually from the Dollar Tree. The basket, the string, everything. By the way, I just want to apologize for the first portion of the DIY. My camera was going crazy, so it's a little bit blurry, but hang in there with me. It will get better, and I'm so sorry about that. But I hope that you guys still like the video. Let's go ahead and get started.
Alright, so to start off, I got these white baskets from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to go ahead and remove these handles. Make sure to keep them on the side because you are going to use them in the next project. So now go ahead and just remove these wires that we're holding in the handles. You don't need them, so just go ahead and rip them. Just be careful because like me, I was just so strong that I was bending the basket. You don't want that. I'm totally joking. I am not that strong and this thing is just very bendable, so just try to avoid it if you can. Some of the other wires, I don't know why they were so easy to come off, but just that one was a struggle. See, like that one, it only took a couple of like turns, twists, and it came off. You just want to make sure that both pieces are lined up together so it's easier for you to glue later. So here you can see me struggling trying to remove the top of this basket, but you know what? Later in the video you can see me, I actually do cut even more of this basket, so it's a little shorter than what it actually is right now. So if you have a wire cutter accessible to you, I would definitely use that instead of using these pliers. I was lazy and I didn't grab it, but you'll see that I grab it later. Right now I'm just bending the baskets back and forth to make sure that they meet together. Now that the baskets are aligned, go ahead and start hot gluing both baskets together where the openings are. Now I'm just gluing the side of the baskets to make sure that they're very secure and glued together. If you guys seen my other DIYs, you've probably seen these ropes that I had before. I have 2 packs left and I had to make it work. So that's why I needed to take apart these ropes so it can pretty much last this whole project. But if you have more of these, then definitely leave it if you like that look, or take it apart like I did. So I'm starting off at the bottom of the basket. I'm taking the end of one of the ropes and gluing it at the bottom and starting to wrap it around the basket. Make sure that you're putting a generous amount of glue at the bottom because, you know, it is at the bottom, so you don't want it to come apart. You pretty much know what we're going to do with the rest. You're just going to start gluing and wrapping the rope all around the basket itself. It's okay if you see some parts that are sticking through, you can go back and fix it later. Just try your best to glue the ropes together as closely as possible. Continue wrapping and wrapping. Just keep wrapping, just keep wrapping. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. If you work with hot glue as much as I do, definitely go to the Dollar Tree and grab yourself one of these protectors because it works wonders. Here I'm just unraveling some more rope. It makes it easier for me to cut the rope a little bit shorter and then unravel it because it doesn't tangle in itself as much. So do whatever works for you. After you unraveled the rope, you know what to do. You're just going to keep on gluing the rope around the basket. Again, I apologize for the quality of the beginning of this video. I know it's a little weird. My camera was just acting up, but it will get better, I promise. Alright, so here it is. I noticed that the opening was a little bit too narrow, so that's why I wanted to cut it down, and also because I was running out of rope and I know for sure that I wasn't going to be able to cover the whole basket. That's why I started snipping it down to make it a little bit lower, and I have to admit, I'm glad I did that. This is where the wire cutter comes in. It works so much better than the pliers that I used in the beginning. Make sure that you're snipping all around and it's even, and then all the pointy parts, I just pretty much took my finger and I pushed it down so it's not so pointy. So I was lucky enough, and I remembered this time, to save some of the rope to make handles out of them. So what I did was measure about 7 inches of rope per handle, and then I just glued it to the side of the basket. Like I suspected, I did not have enough rope for this whole entire basket, so I had to make do. I'm using this burlap lace thing that I did for my last DIY, and I'm using that as like the top trimming of this basket, and it actually works. So I'm really glad that, I ran out of rope, kind of. See, it kind of works, right? I think it's actually really cute. It adds like some type of uniqueness to the basket itself. So I just went in and glued this burlap lace thing all around the trimming of the basket. I did about 2 rows of these just to make sure that it's covering that metal white part of the basket. Honestly, I was so proud that it actually matches the basket. It looks really cute. So you know me, I really wanted to add a little something to this basket. So I had the burlap lace left. So why not cover like the middle part with it to add a little oomph to the basket? Oh, come on, you gotta agree with me. It does add something to the DIY. It's unique.
It's so cute. I think it is adorable. Oh my god, I think it's really pretty. And it didn't cost me that much. The 2 basket cost me what, like $2? The rope I had left over, but if you're gonna use it, probably you're gonna use like 2 or 3. And then the ribbon, this is probably like $6 to make this little basket. Really, really cute for your plants. I think it's adorable. But all right, we're done with that. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Woo!
Remember those handles on the basket that I said that we're going to use on the next DIY? Well, we're going to use it now. You're going to go ahead and start gluing them together so they're stuck and secure. Now you're going to take a piece of macrame cord and just tie it around those ends to make sure that it's just stuck and not going anywhere. I added a bit of hot glue to make sure that we're gluing it down securely. Going in with a little bit more hot glue. Now I'm going to grab some more macrame cord that I have left. Hopefully I end up using the rest of the cords in this project, but if not, it's totally fine. Measure out how long you want the dangly part to be on this wall decor. I would say mine measured out to be about 4 feet long, and I cut out about 8 of those macrame cords. Now I'm taking 4 of the macrame cords and just making a lark head knot around the ring to start off with. Go ahead and pull down the strings to make sure that they're secure. Now I'm just tipping down the ring for the purpose of this video to make sure that it doesn't move around. Oh, you know we're going to do some square knots. So let's go ahead and get our square knots on. If you want to learn how to do some square knots or practice doing some square knots, make sure you check out my mini macrame home decor video because I definitely break it down on how to do it. Like always, if you do a square knot on this side, you definitely want to do it on the other side. Now do another square knot down the middle. Now I'm just putting 2 more square knots on each side, and I promise that's all the square knots. Just kidding, there's one more. So you're going to secure these ends by making a half hitch knot and tying that around the ring. You know what's funny? It took me so long to find the name of this specific knot, but I've done it so many times. Go ahead and do it on the other side as well to this macrame hanging thing, whatever you call it. Next step is you're going to grab the other macrame cords and tie a lark head knot with them on the ring, but you're going to tie them down diagonally. Do that with the rest of the macrame cords. Now we're going to flip it to the front and make sure you do another square knot down the middle. Go ahead and trim the ends to your liking. You can either just cut it across or you can cut it into like a V shape. Now go ahead and brush out the ends. Don't brush it all the way if you don't like it. I just brushed out the little tips so it adds some frizziness to the bottom. So I took some of these lace that I had around the house and I just glued pieces of it in the back of this macrame hanging decor so it adds like another layer to it. I trimmed the lace down to the size of the ring and then I just added a little bit of hot glue on each of the ends and glued it down. Now I took some of the lace and I glued it to the bottom of this macrame hanging decor just to add more of these little fringes at the bottom. I think it's really cute. Extra extra, yes I am. I had more of these burlap lace so I went ahead and glued it onto this as well. Tell me that doesn't look cute.
So, what did you guys think of it? The designs on it, it's really pretty. I mean, it reminds me of a dream catcher, but it's not. I've been making so many macrames and I still haven't used up my macrame like bundle. Alright guys, so that's all for my video today. I hope that you guys liked the decor. Let me know at the comments down below how you guys felt about them. Did you not like them? Just kidding, don't be nice, be nice. If you guys like this video, make sure you thumbs up the video, and if you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button down below. If it's still red, you haven't clicked it yet, click it, it'll turn gray, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!